here with Stan the Man Lee.
And don't you forget it.
How could I? So we're here at the New York Comic Con, and basically everyone's here because of what you've done in comics.
I thought you were going to say everyone's here because of me, which would have been nice.
Well, yeah, well, of course, basically because they're here because of you. You're honoree of the comics, gave you the Legend Award.
There are those in competitive fields that say everyone here is in spite of me.
So how does it feel to walk the floor of the convention and get mobbed by fans still, to this day here in 2008 for the work that that you've done?
I'd love to sound modest and humble, but I love it. In fact, I passed a large group of fans yelling and cheering, and I saw one who wasn't cheering. It ruined my day.
So when you were back doing Marvel Comics in the 60s, did you ever think that one day we could fill the Javits Center with comics fans and that there would be the Hulk, a huge statue of the Hulk, and the X-Men and all your creations coming to life?
In a million years, I never would have envisioned anything like. I've mentioned so many times. I was just trying to make a living. I hoped the books would sell and I wouldn't get fired, so I'd be able to pay the rent.
Yeah.
That was about the highest that my aspirations went. That I wouldn't get fired.
So, how important is New York to the comics that you created and to you as well? I mean, it's the biggest city in the world. Was that something that you decided? Because you went against what DC was doing?
Well, New York. It's where I lived most of my life, and even if I didn't write comics, I love New York. New York is it. It's the world. But the reason all of our characters, the ones I did, the reason all those stories took place in New York is that I lived in New York, I knew New York, and I'm a lazy guy. It was easier for me to write about things in New York than pick another city and have to do reference, Hey, what are the names of the streets? Here, I knew everything. No reference, no research. That's the way I like it.
Excellent. And
if I lived in Chillicothe, Ohio, all the superheroes would have been running around in Chillicothe, Ohio.
I want to know who is responsible for making Spidey single again. I happen to think it's a great idea. It's going to cause a lot of talk. It's going to sell a lot of books. He's going to make a lot of extra money, and I get nothing out of it. So I came here to say I'm jealous, and that's all. But I love this man. Did you ever love somebody for no reason at all? He doesn't have one redeeming virtue. That's enough. It's his panel. I've already done my work. It'll be tough for you, with me leaving, to have to put up with it. Do the best you can. You owe it to him. Give him another 15 minutes, okay? Make believe I haven't even been.
And I heard you have a new book out on press?
I thought you'd never ask. I'll pause while all of your listeners and all of your viewers stop and get a pad and pencil. The name of the book is Election Daze. That's D-A-Z-E. And I want to say with all modesty, it's one of the funniest books ever to be written, published, or even conceived of. It's photographs of most of the candidates, all the candidates and other political figures. And for you who like comics, they've all got dialogue balloons, written by me, of course, over their heads with what they either are thinking, should be thinking, or might be thinking. And it is hysterically funny. And it's only $9.95 for 96 pages, and you better not even stay to hear the rest of this. You better run out and get it now, because it's selling like hotcakes, and I don't want anybody who's part of the iFanboy network to miss out on this wonderful book. And in case you've forgotten it already, it's Election Daze, D-A-Z-E. It's got a picture of our very own president on the cover. And I think the dialogue balloon over his head says something like, by order of presidential decree, the word is now pronounced nuclear. And that's only for starters. I mean, so you see, it's a very philosophical book, and it's full of deep meaningful things, and I don't want any comic fan to miss out on something like this. I am so excited about, in case you've forgotten about, Election Days, DAZE, 96 pages for 95. What is it?
$9.95.
$9.95.
It's available on Amazon, I believe.
We're all, yes. Yes. Amazon has all you want, in case. No, Barnes and Noble or Borders is sold out.
So I hear something with the Disney company.
Thought you'd never ask. I have this company called POW Entertainment, which of course stands for Purveyors of Wonder. And POW Entertainment just recently signed a deal with the Disney company. It's called a first look deal. Anything we do, we have to let Disney have a first chance to buy it. And we have 3 big movies being developed at Disney right now, which is probably why you're being so respectful to me, and I don't blame you. And we have a lot of other things going, and you'll have to interview me again to find out what they are. I don't want to shoot the whole bolt at once.
Definitely. We think it's great that you're still, churning out characters and stories, and we'll keep reading them and watching them.
Even that I'm still ambulatory.
Well, thank you very much, Stan. We appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
And iFanboy has long been my favorite site. What is that, by the way?